local news channel in Sri Lanka shows a map of the USA like, tell me, what did they do wrong? This is exactly the USA. I mean, pretty much, honestly. Thank you for showing our true form Sri Lanka proposal for two-state solution. Blue equals boys, pink equals girls. This would be a fun way to divide the world. Imagine the Treaty of Tordesillas when Portugal and Spain divided the world, except this version would be even less controversial. I like how we're just gonna use the equator as the already established line. Man, we're gonna have to ship at least 1 billion women from just India and China alone. They're just gonna be left in like the deserts of Australia. I feel like I'd rather go to Antarctica. Is there a reason these groups of countries end their name with land? England, Scotland, Ireland, even Poland and Finland. Wait, this map's missing one. Imagine a land alliance from these nations. I don't want to say they'd be unstoppable, but pretty powerful. Ah, yes, the Netherlands and even the Faroe Islands, those lands are plural. Will they be accepted? I think New Zealand and Thailand work though, because they're land. Are you stupid? Oh, that's why they named it. Oh. No, but here's the actual answer if you're looking for this. This is reminding me of all these Stan nations as well, which also means land. Where's my Stanny Stan at? Introducing the Dutch solution to Israel-Palestine. I've heard of the one state and the two state. How about whatever the Netherlands have come up with? Remember, their greatest enemy has always been water. But they're also really good at creating land when there wasn't any before. So what if we just did that, but here in the Mediterranean? Now everyone can be happy. Would permanently solve the conflict. Israel-Palestine to become beach buddies. Would connect Cyprus to the mainland. Cons, none. The continent of Europe, but it's only the good parts. Wait, that's just Sweden and Finland. What an odd-looking landmass those countries are together without anything around. The most hated U.S. state by every European country. I'm just surprised Italy has even heard of Rhode Island. It is, after all, our smallest by territory. I could see why Spain would hate New Mexico the most. There's definitely a historical connection there. France really doesn't like Maine. The Germans despise North Dakota, which is funny because I think there's a lot of German heritage in North Dakota. The Brits don't like Utah. Ireland doesn't like Massachusetts. Okay, I'm just trying to think, what is this map actually trying to say? Like, let's remove the trolling for a second. Like, what is it? Is it places with like most heritage from each state? Russia and Belarus have New York. Ukraine is Pennsylvania, not New Jersey, Turkey. Of course, Hungary's got the meme state. I guess Hungary's kind of the Ohio of Europe anyways. I'm not surprised by this map at all. Oh, that was the original map. Largest ancestry each US state has in each European country. Well, in a way, I actually could see how some of these European countries could hate some of these US states, especially when Americans are always insisting just because they have ancestry from one of these places that they are from these places. The amount of people that are like, oh, I'm German, when they've literally been in America for like 5 generations. They really don't like when we do that. Who would win in this hypothetical civil war? Populations that embrace faith are on the rise. Based on projections, wow, the 2020s are going to be crazy. Quite possibly we'll see a civil war between the Latter-day Saints and the Amish. Well, first of all, the Mormons are going to have some incredible bike divisions. They're probably the best bike riders in all of North America, to be honest. They've been training their entire lives for this moment. I've mentioned this before, bike infantry units are so OP. I believe the Japanese in World War II took over all of British Malaya just using bikes. They used 50,000 bicycle troops in China, and they also took Singapore mostly because of bicycle riding soldiers. You don't gotta worry about fuel or oil when you got these. Anyways, back to the Mormon war. The problem are the Amish are basically gonna be fighting this war like Fortnite. Have you seen how well they can build?
Why can't I build?
Anyways, this is gonna be a toss-up. The circled region has too many countries. They should merge some of them. Wait, did I tweet this? I'm afraid to tell you this, but trust me, they've tried, and it always ends badly. If you knew just a little bit more about it, you would definitely not be saying that. Wait, did we just find Tito's Twitter account? Former uniter of Yugoslavia. Why does this country end in many? It doesn't even make any sense when there's only one of them. Really, Germany? How dumb can you be? Wait, it's actually kind of ironic because there did used to be 2. Well, at least they need to figure out how to update their name because, yeah, this is out of date. And then there was when Germany was basically the Holy Roman Empire. That was the last time I think you could really say there was way too many. I don't think the name Ger-1 sounds too bad though. My solution to the Southeastern Europe problem and Turkey's economic crisis and Japan's asociality and tsunami problem and Rocket Man threats and problems. And this seems like it wouldn't be that hard to do. We just gotta take Turkey and push it somewhere else. I think the Japanese would love this. Then maybe the Rocket Man from North Korea would shut up. Number of wives men dream of having. Okay, this map's not gonna get me because I literally just reviewed the actual map. This is technically supposed to be asking what percentage of each population haven't used the internet. Regardless, the yellow countries, I like how it's anywhere between the number of 0 wives to 4 wives. Some of these people might only want 1, but others might want 0 wives or 2 to 4 even. Then as we get to the more purple countries, basically Greece, Turkey, and I think a bit of Portugal, anywhere between 21 and 36. Reasonable. I like how reasonable that is. We have no data on what exactly Ukraine, Russia, and Belarus want. Which country has the best mewing? Where's the bye-bye song when you need it? Is this the anthem for Kazakhstan? Wait, this would actually explain a lot. I have noticed people from Kazakhstan being very attractive. Doesn't get much better than this. Name someone who LOOKSMAXes more. Wait, actually the nation of Libya probably has an even more chiseled jaw. Look how masculine that is down here. I actually didn't even realize we were looking at Kazakhstan's border down. This is weak sauce. That's a beta male chin right there. Wait, I should have known. Of course it was gonna be Chad. I actually feel stupid for not predicting this one. Literally this. That's actually the reason why the original Chad meme, this design, is supposed to resemble the borders of the Chad nation in Africa. They got the shape down and everything. It's a little bit too perfect. Syria looks pretty good, but I think they need a couple more years of mewing to get it down right. They kind of look more like this Habsburg monarch, a product of incest. But you know what? I mean, whatever you need to do to get that LOOKSMAXing down. A little trolling, anyone? Yeah, Brazil also definitely has a bit more to go before they can look like the Chad nation. This is actually way too skinny. I'm not saying some of these nations couldn't mog other nations, for instance. I mean, at the end of the day, any nation can get mogged border-wise. Which borders look the least LOOKSMAX, though? That's the real question. Oh, wait, I forgot. We already answered that question a long time ago. Obviously, the more round your nation is, the least likely it is to be LOOKSMAXed. But then again, there are some chiseled features in all of them sometimes. Yeah, dare I'd say it's gotta be either Sierra Leone or the island of Nauru. By name, probably Mew York. Under what circumstances could Turkmenistan become a world superpower? I mean, it shouldn't be that hard, right? Literal divine intervention and nothing else. Oh, okay. If all nations cease to... okay. The fire pit expands and swallows every... Well, I guess these are all possibilities. I like this one, though. That's the way I choose to live my life. Each country's lover. Happy Valentine's Day. Of course, the UK loves Argentina. Oh, look. And these are their 2 twin sons. Ireland's lover is definitely the UK, though. They're like the side piece. Spain loves Catalonia, even though I think they want a divorce. Portugal loves their former leader, Antonio Salazar. Yeah, big fans they are of him. Italy loves Germany. Wait, this kind of, but unironically. I thought they kind of do. Of course, Greece loves Turkey. I like how Turkey didn't put Greece, though. Okay. Germany, Poland, Ukraine, and wow, all the Baltics, they all have lovers with Russia? And that's perfect because the Russians, their lovers are Denmark and Sweden have Somalia. Okay, Russia is a very popular lover. A lot of people have Russia. The Netherlands have the sea, as we talked about before. Oddly specific Luxembourg with Bosnia. I love this reference, though. Switzerland loves Gaddafi. Remember that in 2009, this former leader of Libya, or Gaddafi, suggested dividing up Switzerland between France, Germany, and Italy. He proposed this at the G8 summit, and he was real. He was actually wanting them to get divided. He later went on to say, wipe Switzerland off the map, and called for jihad against Switzerland. Oh, even better, he would wipe them off the map if he had nukes. Man, this dude was triggered. What's funny about this map is obviously the real title is probably like which country despises which thing the most. But in a way, that's kind of how lovers, you know, be doing it. You know, you be getting mad at whoever you're loving. I don't know why that sounded so unconvincing, or I don't know why I said it like that. Wow, a whole lot of places here not loving Serbia. Global rat distribution map, starting possibly from this region and 170,000 years ago, making their way to China and Upper Siberia, then moving through India, Iran. About 1,800 years ago, they got to Europe. 2,000 years ago, they got to Africa. And then they made it to North America by sea trade. Of course, they were able to live in the boats. Except for one place has them down. Alberta, Canada really figured out how to destroy rats. Rats don't like cold places and or Alberta, Canada. Talk about rat colonialism. Kind of some of the best colonizers on Earth. Alberta's rat-free status means there are no resident population of rats and they are not allowed to establish themselves. Well, it's kind of funny because you have to phrase that correctly. I mean, apparently the city of New York just allows rats to establish themselves. Alberta, Canada is one of the only 3 places on Earth considered rat-free. You can't even own a pet rat there. I guess there's a lot of places on Earth that should be taking some notes. A Texans map of this country. We basically got big, beautiful Texas stretching from the Pacific Pacific Ocean all the way down here towards almost Veracruz. They really push Mississippi, Alabama, and swampland to the corners. Georgia is judgy. 10 seeds? What is this, Tennessee? Wichita, Fort Worth, Tyler, Lubbock. Okay, question mark for Oklahoma. Isn't that Texas's least favorite state? Actually that, or obviously California. Oh, this is literally called uninhabitable. Arid zone, Utah, never all gone, Washington. Outaway? Damaged Yankee land for all of New England. Who would win this hypothetical war? Well, is Mexico gonna join on our side, or... Also, I like how they border Canada. This is a very accurate Texas map. Who wins this hypothetical war? Mega taxes versus the rest of the USA. You know, considering all the Texas-shaped things Texans love to have in their house, some of the borders are kind of wonky. Maybe they really do see the US map looking like this, or whatever this is. I united the Arab world. No more fighting. So we have the well, there's a lot going on here. Well, yes, this is certainly going to be an interesting empire, that's for sure. Day 0 of literally doing nothing to this map. I don't care what the top comment says. This is referring to a trend in certain online communities. They'll just put a map and say, like, whatever the top comment wants, that's what I'm gonna do to the map for tomorrow. I gotta admit, I'd love to see them obliterate the entire northern hemisphere. Who wouldn't want to see that map? Or remove Andorra off the map? They're such an eyesore. Thanks for that. And thank you to the patrons. You can go to the link in the description down below to patreon.com to support me. JohnDenver, Jack Traven's annoying friends. I can't sleep without Drew's voice. InquisitorXarius, Hedlund,
Fredrik Tibblin,
DoOOCHBAGGINS, It's Your Dad Back with the DaBeautiful-MEGAN-Underwood,
Carmel Saida,
Archaeology,
sebby, if you hear this, I love you.
Mexican 760, LuxembourgLover, Tambre, and ZaneyBoi.